Hi guys, it's me again, Kaya, if you forgot. And if you forgot, you're just not a cool person. Cool people always remember my name. Or they call me Kia. To which I generally respond, I'm not a car! So, it's Kaya, not Kia. I don't go vroom vroom. Anyway, we are going to talk about a very interesting subject. Okay, these are bothering me. We are going to talk about a very interesting subject today. Relationships, relationship endings, and how to get over it. Maybe, if my advice is good advice, then it's easy to get over. Unless you're me. Okay. So you know the person that you see is nothing short of perfection, even if they have like tons of baggage, like they're still not over their ex-girlfriend, or they've got some serious parent issues and they're just there, but they're perfect anyway because you love them. Or like, or the first, do you remember the first person you fell in love with, if you've ever fallen in love? Now, it also counts when you're on the playground. Sometimes elementary school loves are the strongest, and a lot of people don't forget theirs. Like, my first love was this kid named, okay, his name was Matthew Matonic, and, well, my mother calls him Matthew Matonic, because that's how I used to say his name every time I talked about him. Like, I would just sigh and sit on the couch and go, Matthew Matonic, talk to me today. And by the end of, like, my second grade year, we were dating, or whatever it is you do in second grade. You don't hold hands on the playground, or maybe you do. We didn't. We just sat there and flirted awkwardly. Yes, in second grade I was flirting. Okay. But either way, I was like 6. So you can't really blame me. But he was a good-looking kid. He was obviously taller than me, and he had spiky blonde hair and blue eyes, I think. Yeah, I think he had blue eyes. But he was like my best friend, and it was pretty intense. Matt, if you're watching this, I am serious. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Please don't hate me. I haven't seen you in like 12 years. Since 4th grade, the end of 4th grade. So, I don't even feel like doing that math. Um, but I was a kid, so don't judge me. But about 2 weeks ago, sad subject, about 2 weeks ago my boyfriend broke up with me, and I'm not really too torn about it right now. I mean, I was when it happened, but give me about 24 hours and a box of ice cream and I'm okay. What I am kind of upset about is what my best friend messaged me about a week ago. She messages me and says, hey, so your ex just asked me out, and I'm trying to explain to him that I wouldn't do that to you because you're my best friend. And I couldn't do that to you. And I know her. I know her like the back of my hand. And this is what she's thinking. Trust me. She's thinking, haha, I kinda actually want to take him up on this. But I can't do that because Kai's my best friend. But she doesn't have to know. Or she's thinking, he broke up with her because he wants me. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Kaya. Oh, your boyfriend wants me more than he wanted you. So, I'm like, please, if you weren't thinking about taking him up on his offer, you wouldn't be messaging me, or you just felt like rubbing it in my face that as soon as we broke up, he ran off to you. I don't care. What I did respond was, I have no opinion on the matter. Do whatever you want. Then she asked me why I was getting mad. I'm not mad. Kind of irritated, but I'm not mad. Am I overreacting? I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm overreacting. I don't like overreacting. Whatever. Alright, here's where things get deep. Losing a friend is not a fun time. And a lot of you already, if you're older and watching this, then a lot of you already know that. But when you do lose a friend, you have to remember that that person wasn't a good friend for you anyway. And that life has something better for you out there. Life is going to have someone that you can rely on. And someone that will always be there for you no matter what happens. And you're going to have to be patient. And patience may be a virtue, but it's not my virtue. But I realize that I may have to wait for someone to be my new best friend. No, I don't. I already have a pretty freaking awesome best friend. I'm just not gonna brag about it. Because there's literally nothing to brag about. But losing a partner, that's gonna hurt a lot too. It's gonna feel like the sky is falling, and it's gonna feel like you can't function. But you have to push through it. Call up some of your friends, get some ice cream, and just sit there and watch movies like The Titanic or The Notebook or something that you know is gonna make you cry. Because crying is the only way you're gonna get over it. Crying releases all that emotion that you put into that relationship. And when you're done crying, you're gonna feel a lot better. But you're still gonna hurt a little bit. And only time is gonna heal that. And you don't ever completely get over someone you love, but you can find someone that you love more. Trust me. You can and you will. But if you're looking for someone to love, you have to stop. You cannot sit there and look for someone to love. They will come and find you when the time is right. And I understand that is so beyond cheesy of me to say, but it will happen. But either way, when someone breaks up with you or when you break up with someone, you've got to tell yourself you're just one frog closer to your prince. My grandma, every time I get my heart broken by someone, my grandmother goes, you've got to kiss a lot of frogs to get to your prince. And I never really understood that until this relationship ended. And I sat back and I thought about it and I was like, she's right. He definitely was not for me. So you're going to have to sit back and you're going to have to think about it. And you're going to have to think of what you want. And that is exactly what you deserve. Do not settle for anything less. Wow. I'm sorry. It's going to be long and it's going to be hard, but it will be worth it. I promise. And you will find what you're looking for. And if you don't, you suck. And what you have to do in order to stop sucking is think about life, change life, and make it work. Or you could just, sit back and relax and find someone that'll love you for you, which is what I would do. Because when you find someone that'll love you for you, then you won't have to change. They'll just accept it. They'll just be like, whatever, I love this person because of that. And they will love you. That wonderful miracle that is you. And it's gonna be suckish. And you're gonna think you're not worth it. But believe me, you are so beyond worth it. To someone out there, you will make their life. And that was the cheesiest thing I've ever said in my entire life. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, but I don't regret it. Either way, Ed Sheeran says that everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, then it's not the end. So, it won't be the end unless it's okay. And it has to be okay by your standards, not, oh, I'll just suffer in silence. That's just not the best. That's not how you're going to go about it. Just move on. Take a few deep breaths, honey. Relationships are messy. But if you think it's worth it, then you fight for it. And if you don't think it's worth it, then just stop. Stop, reevaluate, and move on. Okay. That's all I have for you. But don't forget it, okay? Do not forget it. Whenever someone breaks up with you, it'll be okay. I'm still smiling. And I have no reason not to smile. I have pretty awesome friends. I have a family that loves me. And if you don't have anyone that loves you, I love you. Okay? You just have to remember that someone out there loves you. And that someone is me. If you don't think anyone loves you, I am right here confessing my love for you. Okay? My love for you is like... My love for you is like the love a shark has for blood. Vampire for blood? Yeah, we're gonna go with the vampire for blood. My love for you is raging like a vampire's need for blood. Wow, I'm sorry, I'm just really weird today. I have not gotten a lot of sleep. But yeah, I shared with you guys my favorite quote. That was my one by Ed Sheeran. Because Ed Sheeran is kind of awesome. And I probably would die if his music wasn't there to keep me entertained and mellowed out. Yeah, believe it or not, I can be very, very mellow. And you just gotta put on some Ed Sheeran and I'm just like, dude. Anyway, my question for you guys is, what is your favorite quote and why? Like, I like that quote by Ed Sheeran because you just gotta remember to have faith, and that's basically what it's telling you, is even if it's not okay, then it's not the end. And you just have to make sure that you just have to know that it's not the end if it's not okay. You just have to believe. And that's just, it's brilliant. It's completely brilliant. It just, you just gotta have a smile on your face. Because if you don't love you, no one will. Anyway, comment below. Tell me what your favorite quote is and why. I don't even care if it's from Disney. I love Disney. If it's a Disney quote, I will catch it and I will probably cry of happiness, and I will probably nerd everywhere. But if it's a song quote, if it's a movie quote, if it's a rap quote, if it's a quote from an actor you like, I don't care. Put it below. I want to know. Why do you like it? Anyway, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Kaya Erica. Peace out, guys. It will be okay.